You ever have your mom, your mother tell you, hey, put on a coat. Take a coat with you, right? As you're leaving a school or leaving a work, right? Or wherever. You're just going outside to go play. Whatever the case scenario might be. You have been told once in your life to put on a coat. Now, there's times where we listen and there's times where we don't. And I'm willing to bet every time that we don't listen, we always regret it. Now, this has happened throughout my life. My mom tells me, put on a coat, put on a jacket, take your sweater. Mom, it ain't even cold. Every time that I've said no in my past life, it has screwed me over. Insane. I'm talking, for some reason, I got to be outside for multiple minutes, for maybe an hour and stuff, or maybe there's an event going on, or I get invited somewhere and we're outside and I'm like, damn, I should have listened to my mom. It has happened more than it should have, right? So I've learned now in my adult life that if my mother were to tell me put on a jacket, to take a coat with you, I am putting it on, no questions asked anymore. In my teen years, in my early adult life, yes, but now that I've matured a little bit, my frontal lobe has developed, I am taking that quite serious. I will not walk out of my house if my mom tells me to take a sweater. I am taking it. Here's why. I've gone on for a minute and a half here. What does this have to do with mental? What does this have to do with our mentality about things? I'm not talking about the weather. It's a cold world, man, and I've told y'all multiple times, and I will continue reiterating this. I will never tell a lie on this channel. I will never fabricate a story. The points that I talk about, the things that I bring about upon you guys is based on a true story, on a true event that happened in my life. This one happened a couple of weeks ago. I have not been able to record due to some personal things I've been dealing with, but we are back on the horse. We are back on the horse, and we are riding it. We are galloping on that motherfucker. Now, here's the thing. There was a night a couple weekends ago where I decided to go to the club. You know what I'm saying? Had a little bit of drink, had a little bit of great music, spent some amazing time with my friends. I love it. It was cold. I'm talking about 50s. Mom tells me, put on a jacket. In my head, I say, I'm gonna be in the club. I don't want to be carrying my jacket, Mom. No, I told her, Mom, I'm gonna be in the club. I don't want to be carrying my jacket. It's gonna get hot. I'm gonna start dancing. I'm gonna be the stinky dude in the club, Mom. I cannot be a stinky dude. Well, leave it in the car. In my head, I'm like, if it's in the car, then I'm never gonna use it. So my mom tells me take the jacket. I take the jacket. I learned my lesson now. I always take my jacket. I don't argue it. That night I realized it was not about the weather that I'm protecting. There's going to be individuals in your life, because it is a cold world out there. There's going to be plenty of individuals in your life that are going to be testing you, that are going to be rude and cold to you. This particular night, I ran into an individual who, quite frankly, disrespected me in a way that I did not appreciate. And to top it off, in front of my friends. That's two things I did not like about that night. Now, how you maneuver around these individuals is something, right? A lot of individuals, especially this one, fed off the vibe that she was destroying in me. Mind you, this whole night, I've had a pretty rough day. I just wanted to spend some good time with my friends, listen to some good music, and have some good drinks. That's how I wanted to spend my Saturday night. While another individual got news about that. So this individual goes out of their way, has the intent to purposefully ruin my night. Now, I've grown a lot. I used to be a really petty man. You know that petty man epidemic that happened? I was definitely part of that wave. I love being petty. Quite frankly, I still love being petty, but I have learned to chill out. A lot of the times with me, I like to win. I'm not gonna lose. And if a girl want to get petty with me, I can be pettier. That is just how I am, because I know different ways, and I have no limit as to what I'm willing to push to be a petty man. But as I've grown and as I've learned, there's a lot of things that I need to take into account, opposed to just trying to win a petty war. My self-image, image of other individuals, and acting out of emotion. That night, for the first time in a while, maybe it was the drink, and I think my phone is running out of storage. That's why I keep looking confusedly, because it keeps telling me, but it's not telling me to stop it to record. So we're gonna keep it rolling. Fuck it, we'll do it live. That night, I don't know if it was the drink or it was my friends or it was the vibe or it was just a level of disrespect, but I finally acted out of emotion. Something that I don't really do. Not to this capacity. So I confronted the individual because this individual, after sending some questionable messages and calls, proceeds to block me. I am not entertaining I'm not entertaining negativity, especially when you made it your sole purpose, and I have proof your sole purpose of that night was to ruin mine. I am not entertaining that at all. So what do? I leave the individual alone. I am not inviting negative energy when all I wanted that night was positive energy. I confronted this person because, quite frankly, I don't take the disrespect. I acted out of emotion. Sober me, not surrounded by friends me, in control me, wouldn't have done that. And that's where I had a lapse in my true character. And that is why I bring my flaws to you. Because like I said, I don't know it all. I'm not going to ever say that I know it all. Quite frankly, I am learning from my mistakes as much as anybody else. And I need to share these mistakes with y'all in order to turn these mistakes into lessons. Because if I keep them bottled up to myself, then I ain't really learning from them. If I could get it through one of y'all's heads, then this failure, my lack of character, is beneficial to at least another individual in this world, which at the end of the day, if I can make that happen, then I think this is all good. Now, we need to take into consideration that when we are in these type of battles, right, we want to win. We want to show that this individual is wrong. We want to prove them wrong. We want to do all this sort of stuff. We are battling two things. We're battling ourselves and we're battling how we're perceived. If you lose sight of either one of them, you will get burned. You will get burned. Now, it's not about so much of your image, right? Because I don't care what people say. I'm going to do me. I'm going to do me. You have a character to uphold. Whether you're playing a role or not, whether you're faking it till you make it, you have a character that you want to showcase to the world. The character that you're building, the character that you're showing is what is going to be following you, regardless of where you are at. You cannot just switch up any day. You can, but the perception of you is always going to be the character that you've shown others. I am in this phrase where I am trying to change my character. I'm trying to be a different individual in this world. I'm not trying to be the Adrian that I was a couple years ago. I am trying to be someone new. Now, is it easy? No. Have I relapsed to my old self? Yes, sometimes, plenty of times. Right now I have. If you could look at my face, you could see I have gained weight and I hate it. Now, a lot of stressors, a lot of things add to my weight gain, but the main reason is I'm acting like a bitch and I'm not getting myself in the gym. I am currently outside the gym. Good thing for me. Another thing is that I'm staying my ass in the kitchen, not in a good way. I'm eating bad. I'm not even in the kitchen, quite frankly. I'm in fast food spots. I'm in restaurants, eating everything off the menu. I am living my life in a way that I am destroying my body and my heart, and I'm not proud of it. And every single day that I look at myself in the mirror, I fucking hate my body. Now, here's the thing. I blame others, right? Sadly, I blame others instead of taking accountability, which I am now taking. But everybody would say, you're not fat, you're not fat, you're not fat. They said that when I was 170. I still thought I was fat at 170. I said that at 180. Adrian, you're not fat, you're not fat. Said that at 190. You're not fat, you're not fat. Say that at 200. You're not fat, you're not fat. 207. 207. That is what my weight, that's what my scale showed me this morning. 207. I used to weigh 158. A year ago to this day, I used to weigh 172. You are telling me that I gained 82, 92, 202, that I've gained 35 pounds. And you're still gonna tell me I'm not fat. I'm sorry. My body, my face, my scale are showing me otherwise. Yet I let myself get into this situation because I kept accepting that I was not fat, because other people's perception of me try to sway the way I felt. Now that's where I messed up. Every day I'd wake up thinking I was fat, but what would I do? I still eat. I'm not fat anyways. People don't think I'm fat. I live my life in the perception of others. And where did that get me? Nowhere but being obese and hating myself. What are we doing, man? It's a cold world out there, and we are letting other individuals change our freaking mindset on things. And that is the point of this video. Be prepared. Individuals are going to be cold to you. Individuals are going to be real with you. Individuals are going to tell you and persuade you a certain way to make you think of yourself a certain way. That is what naturally as human beings we are doing. But we need to break that, right? My game plan switched up because of a girl. My game plan switched up because of an old friend. My mentality switched up because of my job. What are we doing? I need to lock in. And so that is the end of this video, man, because quite frankly, this was just I needed this scenario to be heard, man. And I was not going to get too much into the business, especially because it related to somebody else. And quite frankly, however much I'm done dirty, I will never speak down upon anybody in this world publicly. Publicly is I got my friends I ran to and ChatGPT that I ran to, but as far as publicly, I will never shame anybody. Life is too short to spread negativity. So turn the negativity into a positive. Ain't that something to do with math? Whatever. Hope y'all having a good day, man. I'm going to keep the videos coming up, man. Hopefully y'all enjoyed this one. This was a little bit more of a ramble, but I just had a lot of things that I wanted to get off my chest. And quite frankly, my brain is a little bit off right now. I had a long day at work. The gym kicked my ass, not in a good way. I felt really sick. So right now I'm just going to get home, hopefully get some good food and recover a little bit. But big days are ahead. Big things are coming. And big change are on their way, because road to 170 on the way in August. That gives me a lot of time to do it comfortably, not killing myself. But we are hitting 170. The goal is to weigh 170 on my birthday, which is September 14, 2026. Hopefully, man, that's a lot of time, bro. That's 7 fucking months. So I'm trying to do it in a way where I'm not rushing, I'm not killing myself. I get to live life, I get to enjoy it, while also cutting down on the weight and keeping as much protein as possible and having the enough energy to go out to the gym, do my runs, doing all that without hating my body and making a normal transition. Because every time that I lose weight really fast, I look like a fucking twig that looks like I never fucking lived. And it just looks bad. I'm not trying to do that this time around. I got time. You know what I'm saying, man? At the end of the day, it's the end of the day. I'm going to do my thing, man. Hopefully y'all having a good night, good day. Hopefully y'all having a great night, man. Do whatever the hell y'all want to do in life, as long as you're making yourself happy and you're working towards your goals, man. That's it for this video. Hopefully y'all enjoyed. Please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And I'm done.